Oh my god. The kids outside are playing and they're screaming out there. God. Jeez. Calm down, children. Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful one out there on this lovely Tuesday afternoon that it is. Today, we're going to listen to Out of Focus. Never heard of this band? We're listening to the track Hey John. This is off of the album Not Too Late, released 1974. We're listening to this track because it was recommended and suggested and sponsored by Rob Gray. So thank you, Rob, so much for the suggestion. And of course, for the support. I'm always watching people as they're walking by the window. Okay, anyways. Distracted. Anyways, like I said, never heard of the band. Don't know a thing about them. I will say that as I was looking up some of the information regarding them, I could not find any lyrics to this song. So I apologize for that in advance. But for now, let's go ahead and dive on in. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Hey, John. Hey, you. Hey, me. Hey, you. Almost has a Tool-esque kind of sound. I like how they've already set you up with the rhythm. Now they expand upon it. The flute, the bass coming in. I like the flute. Little sax too. Oh, jeez, that ripped out of there. I love how the sax came out of there. That was nice. That was nice. Nice strong gallop. Right back to this. 2 minutes in. That's a nice intro.
Hey, John, look out your window, your garden's that boy. The green, green earth is turning brown, man. And all your trees lost their leaves, John.
Close eye.
Hey, John, never gotta sing out the sun of truth, man. The earth is spoiled, so is your bloody mind, John.
I love how the sax is interweaving
Don't
through
you
this.
remember you shot down the birds last year? Don't you remember you shot down the birds?
And back to it, that gallop. Man, that sax is amazing, bro. I love it. Hit that right. bass lead into that. This is really good. Right back down. Take that shuffle and bring it down. Guitar kind of keeps that flow going, those jazzy chords. See, listen to the jazziness of those chords. That's smooth. Carrying on the melody after the flute plays. That's good. We're getting back to it, huh? Guitar's not slacking either. They've managed to make that very catchy. They slow it down just like Manner. Yeah. What a cool track that was. That was a cool combination of psychedelic rock and jazz influence, the flutes and the saxophone. Incredible what they bring to the music, and not just bringing it in and saying like, here's this, instrument that's not typically found in rock. Throw it in there somewhere and just sprinkle a little bit in there. It makes sense with the music. The music kind of treads a similar path as like a Canterbury sound, kind of treading a similar sound as like, to an extent, Soft Machine a little bit I hear in there. Not so much Caravan, but like I hear like Soft Machine, perhaps because of the use of, jazz influence and instruments there. That was really awesome. I like the singing. Moran Neumuller is on the vocals, and he's also the one handling those saxophones and the flutes. Moran, just fantastic. There's not a lot of singing, very, very limited. And I guess even we couldn't find the lyrics anyway. He mentions, "Hey, John, you shot some birds." Something else. Listen, the lyrics or whatever he's saying, I'm not sure. But regardless, it's a very small part in the big part that his saxophone and flute playing plays. And I love how in the beginning, like, it brings it up so soft and pastoral, almost kind of taking us into a Camel-esque route with that kind of beauty and the melodic flavor. And then little by little, it introduces the other instruments. The bass comes in. Of course, as that sax starts us off, as the flute starts us off, the sax comes in after and starts blowing as well. And then it's not very long before we kind of get into the gallop of everything, kind of sound like a horse stampede. And then you have that harsh, but still kind of gentle start stopping the ba 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 ba. So just in like the first 3 minutes, you get 3 different acts. And that, of course, will be expanded upon and, revisited, built up on later on as the song goes on, which he does an awesome job with. So first of all, Warren's solo on the sax is wonderful. Then we get a nice classic guitar solo. The guitar is going to be performed. There's 2 guitarists, so I'm not sure who's performing on this one, but it's Remigius Dreschler and Wolfgang Göringer. And I also see that you're going to have Ingo Schmid-Niehaus also playing saxophone. So there's 2 saxophones going on at this point, or in this track as well. Like, just incredibly playing. Stefan Wichow on the bass, and then Klaus Spory on drums. It was just all really well done. I'm surprised I've not heard of this band because that was a really genuinely awesome song. Like I said, the guitar solo was a nice ripper there. And at the end, when the band is doing their bum, 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 that conclusion, and it slows down, it goes bum, 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 before kind of getting the ending. That really reminded me of the breakdown middle section in Mannerk from Van de Graaff Generator. Da 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 ba da ba da ba da 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 ba 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 da ba da ba da. And remember, it slows down. Ba 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 da ba da. And then he does the fast go ba 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 ba. Anyways, it was just reminding me of one of Van de Graaff Generator's best songs. But yeah, really, really cool track. I enjoy this a lot. And one thing I really enjoyed is that none of the transitions felt forced. It didn't feel forced as it moved from the softer parts into the heavier moments, into the verse, and as it moved back down into like a solo from the flute or the sax and then back into the guitar. None of it felt forced. It all flowed very, very, very well, which is to me a huge part of the music. Now, like I said, I couldn't find any lyrics, so I apologize about that. However, let's see if there's some information on the band that maybe we can at least get something out of it. Something extra. If we can't read the lyrics, maybe there's something else we can get out of it. Let's, okay, so Wikipedia. So they were a German krautrock fusion band formed in late 1968 in Munich. All right. Out of Focus took their name from a Blue Cheer track. Never heard this band, Blue Cheer, but had also been influenced by Soft Machine and Soul Caravan. What's Soul Caravan? And rapidly established a distinctive style blending rock, jazz, and psychedelic overtones. The band's music was known for the socio-political commentary present in more Neumüller songs. Although typically Munich-styled with Embryo and Sahara connections, they are often compared to Canterbury Fusion and Scandinavian jazz acts. After Out of Focus split up, band leader Remigius Dreschler joined Embryo in the fall of '79 for about 1 year before establishing his own project, Contrast. Never heard of Embryo? Never heard of Soul Caravan? Is this an offshoot of Caravan? Known first as Soul Caravan and later as Soul, was one of the first bands to participate in the so-called krautrock movement in the late 1960s in Germany. Never heard of them. Isn't it funny, like, even as I'm learning more, and as I have been learning more for the past however many years I've been doing this channel, 6 years or so, there's still so much I don't know. Never heard of Embryo. Should we listen to Embryo? They look kind of cool. He's using xylophones there. Or vibes. One of them. Anyways, thank you once again, Rob. I really appreciate the recommendation and the support. Thank you so much for that. Please let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments down below. You can follow me on, a few places around here. Check the description. And that's it. Have a great one, guys. See you later. Bye.